So it has been a memorable decade of
It really
sporting
has.
achievements in Nigeria. Let's begin with basketball, where the country recorded remarkable success. Recall the D Tigers won the 2015 AfroBasket Championship, while the D Tigress did it back-to-back. I mean, what a man can do, a woman can do better.
Yes,
In
we can.
2017 and 2019.
Well, the Super Falcons continue their dominance of women's football in Africa, winning the Alcan titles in 2016 and in 2018 after 19 years of wait. The Super Eagles won the Africa Cup of Nations
Right.
in South Africa back in 2013.
So let's take a look at our journey, sports-wise, definitely. And to do this with us, we're being joined by Mr. Ikedi Iseguzo, who's a sports journalist and former chairman, editorial board, Vanguard. He joins us from our Abuja studio. Good evening. Thank you for joining us.
Good evening.
Right. Now, as I say, it's always the exciting world of sports. But for Nigeria, how would you rate our performance in the past decade? Has it been exciting for us?
Well, I want to put a different focus of what we've done in the past decade, or the finishing decade as it were. So much emphasis is laid on where Nigeria won or didn't win, but I would think we should put a lot more emphasis on policy, which we haven't done. In 2009, we did the Vision 2020, everything about what sports should do and how to do it, and nobody touched that document up to this moment. Then there are issues of the turnover of ministers. We've had 35 since independence, and we've had 7 in 10 years. So in 10 years, we've had an average of a minister doing 1 year, 4 months. And you can't get any stability of policy in that type of setting. We have been asking for the National Sports Commission, which should be tenured and set up by law, so that we could have people knowledgeable in sports and who have the time, because they'll have a tenure to do sports. So even if we are changing ministers every 6 months, that won't affect the policies we are implementing. Then there are issues with areas of rewards. We don't have a system for rewards, such that the basketball team, even if it wins the World Championship, might not be treated as if it had done anything. And part of that reward, again, is the fact that we do not have a policy established on how to treat sports people in terms of rewards, or even things as little as medical if they get injured. Then we also do not act with any sense of history in the terms of the things we do. Next year will be 56 years of the Nigerian team taking part in the Olympics in Tokyo. And that was the first time we won a medal. We won a bronze medal. Najim Maegu won the bronze medal from boxing. But we are stepping into Tokyo next year, that's 56 years after, with a lot of uncertainty. And I don't even think any of the athletes know the importance of the fact that we won a medal there 56 years ago and should not leave that place without winning a medal. Then, as we were talking, the celebrations for winning, we went to the World Championships in athletics, and we won a bronze medal from long jump, women. And that's from Esther Brume. It was her university in Turkey that celebrated her. I think she's living on holiday in Nigeria.
All right, Mr. Ikedi, sorry, I have to cut you short quickly before we go. What can be done to achieve proper development in sports? In 30 seconds, give me your last final words.
We need to have the National Sports Commission back. And the government has to answer a key question: why does Nigeria take part in sports? If government is able to answer that question, then it will decide what to do with sports. For now, nobody knows why we take part in sports. So when we win or lose, we're explaining our presence in sports.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Ikedi Isiguzo, sports journalist, is a former chairman, editorial board of Vanguard. Thanks a lot for your time, and thank you to everyone who tuned in. That's it on our special end of decade review. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for staying with us. I'm Anne Nwawodu.
And I'm Kayode Kikelu. But just before we leave, there are also major appointments during this past decade, appointments that left major landmarks. So let's just walk you through some of those appointments now.
And we'll also be talking about our awards from Channels Television.
So let's leave you with this. Channels Television started the decade on a high note and ended it on a much higher note with this award, the 13th Best TV Station Award from the NMMA. And that's what we leave you with tonight as we prepare for a new decade.